Alrighty, we're back. We're clear for round number 2 to start up here. So let me get this all flipped back over and actually set up correctly. Ha! The correct button is correct. What do you know? It worked. So we got a 1-0 lead right now for Zwiki, and as you may have seen, the rules trigger on the bot has been updated. Because you may wonder, what are we doing here? So we're doing a best 2 out of 3 race right now, trying to figure out who's going to go on to the AFC Championship game. And again, we'll find out who their opponent is tomorrow. But right now, Zwiki22 leads 1-0 over Vendryth. I almost got to put numbers at the end of your name for no apparent reason. Anyway, so Zwiki22 is leading 1-0 over Vendryth right now. But again, you may be wondering, what are the rules for this? We're going to race through the cathedral, meaning you have to kill off Isaac at the end of it to get a point at the bottom of the screen. And again, Zwiki will look for a 2-0 win here, then going to look to tie this up in 1 apiece and force a game 3. But, rules? We don't need no stinking rules. We ain't got no rules. You want to do something? Do it. Have fun. So there's your rules. I love that Vend updated that, by the way. Rules? We don't need no stinking rules. Because we don't. So again, Vendryth decided to nix his original plan in the butt, and almost paid off for him last time. Actually got 2 of the items that he had originally banned. But again, basically partway through the first round, just said, you know what? How about this for a deal? We both reset, no holds barred, we do whatever we want. I said sure. So they did that, and Zwiki got himself a 1-0 lead here. Madness. This is BOILeR. I'm gonna get sued one day for doing all this crap. Anyway, so as soon as they're done with their breaks, and it looks like Vendryth's firing out a few tiers, so he may be off and running momentarily. But again, they're in a call together, so they'll do their own countdown, and they're off and running. So best of luck, guys. And Vendryth kind of sucks right off the bat. That could have gotten interesting, but yeah, let's see. Spoon Vendor. So homing tiers on Zwiki's side, and he's gonna take him right away. One of the few racers that actually doesn't mind him, and I'm not a fan of homing tiers. Yeah, there's one rule: kill Isaac. Oh boy, and we're 1 of the 3 pieces of the way towards getting Guppy here. So D6 already replaced on Zwiki's side. He got 1 reroll out of it, and that's going to be it. Team Bean can also cry a little bit because Vendryth re-rolled it into the virus, and that's going to be a reset, so... Womp womp. So again, taking that D6 back, Guppy still counts, or that 1 of 3 pieces, I should say, of Guppy still counts for Zwiki, so he only needs 2 more at this point. And that could get real interesting, especially holding on to that D6. So again, Larry Jr. being kind of a troll and cornering him here, so this ain't being real nice to him at the moment. Yeah, Ven with another reroll, this time working out halfway decently at least, gets the Forever Alone attack fly, so something that he can add onto his build while keeping his D6, and he's off and running knowing that Zwiki's already in his first boss fight. Touche, Shellering. Wow, touche. Them semantics. I like that one, though. So, technically, if the one rule is kill Isaac, couldn't they just die and win? Wow. That's cosmic, man. That's why I love you guys. Alright, do you go back? And in Zwiki's case, I think you do. Clear 1 more room, he's going to do exactly this. So, Zwiki's going to clear 1 more room, get a recharge on that D6, because, ooh, you know... I may re-roll that Guppy's head instead. I kind of forgot that that was sitting there. Ooh, and there's a curse room. Yeah, as Zwiki, I'm gonna see what all I get out of these, honestly. So he'll wind up with that charge right now. Might as well curse room, and he's got the full heart there. And he just saw it, too, on his way out, so yes, he will. So let's see. Bunches of pills. These have been working out nicely. Oh, yeah, those are working out nicely. Another health up. How about a full health pill as well for Zwiki? Oh, dear God. Well... Zwiki knows what his full health pills look like again. This is gonna get interesting. And again, rerolled that Guppy's head like I thought he might do. Takes Harlequin Baby instead. So that'll be a follower shooting out V-pattern tiers. Also gonna take Gata 9 Tails, so shot speed increase for him. And he'll move on to his second floor, right behind Vendryth, though finding an immediate item room also is Zwiki. Both need keys to get in there, though. Yep, absolutely, you can. Sorry, I keep going between RKT and Rocket, but either way, you know who I'm talking to, but yes, you can. Yeah, the bot won't get you or anything, so feel free. Yeah, speed. Wow, Vendryth actually going to take the belt, so movement speed increase for him. He'll hang on to that D6 charge, and I was going to say, should find his boss fight quickly. So let's see, maybe that D6 hanging out of the charge there will pay off for him. But he should one-hit kill Pin. Indeed, he'll do just that. Yeah, he doesn't want the pills. He'll take the fire rate increase and the 2 soul hearts with Squeezy, though. So very nice. He'll move on down to his caves 1. Slightly ahead of Zwiki, who's taking on Champion Famine on the left-hand side. So as always, let's get a champion for him, if you would. Ah, nice. Thank you, Rocket. Thank you, thank you. So there's the original rules. Thank you very much, man. And there's that cube of meat again. Even if Zwiki would have re-rolled it, he would have had to re-roll it twice to get something else, and definitely not gonna, well, I can't even say definitely. He could wind up with another charge, but gonna take the orbital with that cube of meat anyways. Never a bad thing to start out with. Orbitals are very good in these runs to Cathedral. Honestly, the more orbitals I can get, you give me 3 orbitals, I'm feeling a lot safer in the Cathedral. A lot safer. Alright, and there's that last room for him to clear out. Come on, key. Oh, it did! Why, thank you. Zwiki does get that item room on his second floor. Exactly what he was looking for, though it took the last of the rooms to get it. And Magneto, not worth it. Oh, jeez, Eve's Dead Bird. Now that's questionable for this run. I don't like doing Eve runs, especially through Cathedral and beyond, because again, remember, if you get hit, Eve's Dead Bird is going to spawn out of you. That's going to do damage to anything that it's close to, and if on the Isaac fight, Isaac or Blue Baby in chest, anytime that you're doing damage to it or firing, it's firing back. Meaning if that bird's hitting it by sitting in the dead center of the room and not moving, it's firing a ton at you, so that's a risky item pickup there by Zwiki. Eve? What's this Eve you speak of? Yeah, Magneto. That's like... And speaking of really crappy boss items, again, it worked out well enough last time, at least for Vendryth, but it'll wind up with Little Chat at the end of this. And again, even if he rerolls it, I believe that still turns into Little Chat the first time. So, not exactly a bad thing. Ooh. Yeah, almost have to take it into a God Room, even with that D6 charge. Guardian Angel is far too nice, that double speed orbital. And at least Vendryth's got an orbital now. And again, spinning at double speed, meaning more shot blocking capabilities. So hanging on to his D6, there's that item room. And item room as well for Zwiki here, though still no key. So let's do some gambling. That's why he was clearing out all those poops trying to get in here. Yeah, teleporting remote instantly, so no thanks to this. Vend'll put it back down, re-roll it, and homing bombs. He'll think about it. Yeah, not even going to bother getting the recharge. 5 extra bombs, 6 total now for Vendryth. And again, has homing capabilities on him as well. So again, another very short floor here. Where are those keys at for Zwiki, though? He'd love... There we go. I was going to say, he'd love to get into that item room if he can. And now he will. Hey, what's up, Cajun? There's the other orbitals you need. So that full set, 3 orbitals now with a halo of flies. Zwiki going to reroll... Oh, my God. Instead, that dollar bill that was sitting outside. And it turns into the relic. So now every 4 rooms that Zwiki clears, that blue cross is going to spawn 1 blue soul heart for him, adding onto his health total considerably. Great, great reroll right there. And again, he'll move on into Face Peep here. Again, Vendryth already on his caves too. Holding that Joker card now means he's going to get free entrance into a Devil Deal or God Room, whichever exists on whatever floor he uses that. And, oh my God, he used it now. Doesn't even need that D6. High Sacred Heart. Uh-oh. Huge damage up. Homing and, I was going to say knockback, but it's going to kill everything in the first place, because that's Max's head that gives you the knockback. But wow, Sacred Heart for Vendryth. Oh boy. Yeah, this just got real. So again, Vend already in the lead time-wise has got a damage advantage without question now on Zwiki, who doesn't have a charge on that D6, so let's see. I'm thinking he's just going to take Pageant Boy. Indeed he will, and he's probably going to be right on down to his caves too. All that damage. Alright, we got ourselves a store for Zwiki, and again, he's got plenty of money, but no key to get in there with. And And again, speaking of not having many keys, down to just one more on Vendryth's side, getting into his item room for those toothpicks. Yeah, it's going to be a reroll. How about Lemon Mishap? Another crappy item. Technically, the other end of that, but puns. Anyway, so that would have spilled out lemonade on the floor for enemies to walk through and take damage. Pardon my hiccups. Oh, again, anyway, sorry, I was not trying to do like classic game room pauses there. It was just bad timing on hiccups. Alright, there we go, into the store with that key. Zwiki doesn't even need his D6 yet again. He'll just go ahead and buy everything, including the compass. So when he walks out of this room, on his mini-map, you can now see everything on the floor, special room-wise, has been laid out for him, and he knows where this boss fight, item room, and in this case, mini-boss fight on the far right side, and an arcade and blood challenge room are. Yeah, I love lemonade. Wait a minute. That's not lemonade. But it was made around the corner from Fudge. Yeah, I went there too. It happens. Anywho, moving on. So again, Ven taking out Hollow, let alone champion version of him here. So very good dodging to take, or to get away, I should say, from all these bomb flies that spawn out of every piece. Definitely going to get himself a health container. So he's got himself that half an Eternal Heart. There's his second health container now. That half an Eternal Heart becomes his sixth as he moves on down to his next floor, the Depths 1. And ooh, Zwiki not again gonna even have to worry about his D6. Found a great item there with the I've Seen Everything classes. That opens up every entrance and exit to your Super and Secret and Super Secret rooms. So there's the entrance, no bombs needed into a Super Secret room. And we'll get that back, plus a key on Zwiki's side, so at least we can start getting into item rooms again without worrying about him. But again, it opens up every single entrance and exit, so there you see his secret room would also open up on all three other sides, two other sides that haven't been opened up yet. It was lemonade at one point. Touché. And speaking of boss fights, Vendryth looking at his already here on Depths 1. See, with his D6 charge, I think he might go ahead and just take this out now, and that looks like where he's headed to. And speaking of those, we got Zwiki taking out the last little bit here of his caves too, so working on the Wretched. And indeed, Vendryth is going to worry about his boss before anything else, so he's going to wind up with a second orbital here with a cube of meat as he's facing war. And again, that'll be the second one. Take on that double speed of the Guardian Angel as well and make for a lot more shot blocking on Vendryth's. Oh god, Kitsu, Jesus. Ugh. So again, that D6 paying off. Zwiki gonna get himself a health up out of this. There's that cube for Vendryth and a Devil Deal, which is why he went in here first. Oh, good god. High Brimstone Sacred Heart, and he's gonna re-roll the other one. Yeah, no point in taking, at this point, no point in taking the, excuse me, Ouija board, couldn't think of words, for Spectral Tears, because Brimstone shoots over rocks anyways. Oh, by the way, he also has Sacred Heart, guys, so damage up. Yeah, keep in mind, no rules, guys. Ven doesn't do the glitch anyways, because just the way that he fires it, he doesn't do it often, but there's no rules, guys. Everything goes. So remember what Vendryth can do right now if he really wants to. Again, in the lead at the moment. Zwiki working on that loading screen. Anytime now, loading screen. Come on. Come on. Come on. You're thinking about it. You're thinking about it. Oh, look at this. Ven immediately over to his boss fight again, and this is why Ven isn't worried about item rooms and such. Oh, come on, Flash. Get Zwiki through this loading screen. My god. Ven almost cleared an entire floor because it was so damn short in this span of time. Again, already halfway through Mom's Foot here. Oh, come on. Flash, thank you. Come on, let's give him this floor this time. Chop, chop. We're in a rush here. By the way, Ven also picked up Daddy Longlegs. You notice that spider leg dropping down out of the sky. Kinda hard to tell which one was which in that room, but you can see it with the shadow. You'll figure it out pretty easily. Again, Zwiki with a normal Depths 1 floor here. We got Ven finishing off his Depths 2. Again, moving on down to the womb. Again, might be Utero if it's expansion. Another loading screen error, so let's all kick our feet up and relax a minute. Smoke him if you got him. Moonstrat's on Zwiki's side, right on over to his item room here, and should break over to his boss fight as well. Yep, I'm out. I'm out. Red shirt guy, away! Thankfully, I noticed the gift this time, so I actually got to do that. Ven still waiting on that loading screen. My god, this thing is taking forever. What is with the loading screens right now in Isaac? Oh, there we go, finally popping through. We got a Curse of the Lost, so extra rooms added onto this floor for Vendryth. Levy. So there's the Hourglass. Again, that'll wind up getting re-rolled here by Zwiki, turning into the Scapular this time. So now if he gets down to half a red heart, Zwiki gets a full Soul Heart spawned once per room when he takes that damage. Oh, hi, Emperor card. Not banned anymore. Again, everything goes with these rules, so Vendryth can teleport directly to a boss fight. I bet you he's saving that one for the Cathedral. I'll put money on that. And again, we got Loki, so let's see those Mr. Cools for Zwiki on the left-hand side as he's just about done with his steps one. Alright, more range up there for Zwiki. Not a really good double deal without the way to re-roll it. Can't get the recharge either. Ouch. Oh, excuse me, sorry, I had to sneeze and cough up a lung there. Whew. Anyways, wow, I got my windows open. It's getting dusty in here for some reason. Ven's found himself his boss fight as well. Skullx in this case. This ought to be really quick. And let's see, 2 shots. Wait for the third. And right about here. 3 shots. Done. Range is pointless. Oh, jeez. Oh, excuse me again. So Vendryth not wanting any part of that devil deal, didn't even re-roll it. Goes back out into his boss room, re-rolls, hoping for a little bit more health up, probably. Doesn't get any there either, sadly. So leaving the crown really, leaving the crown behind us, Vendryth. So let's see those no crowns. And we're already starting to see him rolling in chat. But immediately over to his boss fight again. You want to talk about internal compass? How about clearing 1, 2, 3 rooms? Mom's heart. Gee, I don't know what emote that is, Johnny. All I see is a big purple crayon with an X through it. What? I'm kidding, obviously there is nothing for that, but it should be. It should be. Anyways, been taking out Mom's Heart. Last little bit of health on her here. And again, with that judgy please, yeah, at least we got something good for once. Mom's first. Double trinket spots now for Zwiki. And how about another crappy item? He's going to take Dead Sea Scrolls for a second. Use them once, gets Wiggle Worm out of it. That's why they were banned, because last year they kept doing that. It doesn't do anything. Ha! Anyways, Vendryth again, on up to his Cathedral already. And again, with that Emperor card, it's going to teleport right on in. And wow, did he save a lot of time up here. Look at how far away that boss fight was. So again, lots of time saved. Vendryth already into Isaac, looking to even this up in 1 apiece and force a game 3. We got a couple floors behind. We got Zwiki taking on Mom's Foot at the moment here at the end of Depths 2. And still has that full health bill in tow. See, Eve's Dead Birdfoot came out. Or Eve's Dead Birdfoot. Let's try that again, because there's a foot on that, too. That would be the trinket. He's got the actual item, though, so that's Eve's Dead Bird that had come out. Alright, so last little bit. We got phase number 3 on the right-hand side here for Vendryth. Gotta watch out for those Crack the Sky usages. Plenty of health left for him, though. And again, at some point, that should spawn... There we go, I was going to say, it should spawn a few of these Screaming Baby enemies, but it's being awful nice to Vendryth. So down to the last little bit here. And again, plenty of health still to go. Those orbitals helping out quite a bit, especially at double speed. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we're tied at 1. So a sub 20-minute run there. Wow, to that. I guess maybe when I said that we needed to outlaw the D6 for how long it could take to D6 runs, maybe I was wrong in that consideration. 20-minute run, guys. Sub 20 minutes. Damn. We're tied at 1, and we... Really, with the Bible? Really? Now with the Bible on Zwiki's side, that would have one-hit killed Mom's heart for him. Ah, these items, man. Anyways, seriously, yeah, and again, it was just pointed out, Dreke actually said it. Then just no-hit Isaac, so flawless victory, very nicely done, and we're tied at 1. So we have Game 3 coming up in just 2 minutes time, everybody. Hang tight here. Again, I'm not going to take as long of a break this time because that wasn't a 2-hour round, so 2-minute break incoming this time. We'll be right back on the other side of it, get them both reset, and have round number 3 to find out who moves on to the AFC Championship game. So hang tight, everybody. Again, you want rules? We ain't got none. It's anarchy here. So hang tight. We'll be right back with you on the other side of this. And again, round 3 coming up. Winner moves on. Losers going home. Be right back. Alrighty, we're back for round number 3 here, and yeah, Kitsu, that's actually Mr. MV's emote. If you look into Final Fantasy VI, look at what the imp is named. All I'm going to say to that one. So on that note, like I said, we're back for round number 3. I had to have a little bit of fun with that Cappy emote, though. So, as you see, we're tied up at 1. This is going to make it or break it for both of these guys here. No rules, no holds barred. We're going to race through the cathedral one more time here. Whoever takes out Isaac first is going to move on next week to be in the AFC Championship game for the right to go on to the finals of the league. Again, whoever loses, sadly, is going home, and it's going to be tough to say goodbye to one of these two. But we got a big pressure-filled moment here for both of these guys. They're on a call together, so let me get you a link into their channel so you can actually, well, I don't know that Zwiki has his mic set up yet. Either way, though, you can hear Vendryth blowing crap at Zwiki, if nothing else. So there you go. There's a link into both Zwiki and Vendryth's channels side by side. Give them both support. Tell them both good luck for round number 3 here. Again, winner moving on for a chance to go next week afterwards to the finals. So big matchup right here. And one more time through Isaac, no rules. Everything is good to go. Doesn't matter what you want to do, you do it. And oh, we got interesting starts. Quad shot for Zwiki. Ooh, that actually turned out decently. Rainbow Baby, goodbye to him. I'm sorry to say that. Let's see those rainbows and kind of cry a little bit. But it turned into Little Chubby, which actually does more damage for Vendryth. That's not bad. However, like I said, Zwiki on the left-hand side, oh man, has got quad shot. We haven't even used the D6 for him yet. So there's his boss fight. Might as well check that curse for him too. Yeah, no luck with that troll bomb. The tears, no, not Rainbow Baby. Anything but that. I love that item too. It's tough, and you saw Vendryth was kind of like, do I do it? wanted some sort of damage up and technically got a better item out of it, in my opinion. It's tough to say that, but Little Chubby will do more damage against boss fights for him. Which he was trying to line it up there so that he'd get the most damage output if he could. There you go, just like that, perfect shot. So both in their first boss fights, we got a health container here for Zwiki with the stem cells, including a shot speed increase. That half an Eternal Heart pickup becomes his 5th heart container. He's down to basement 2. Then not far behind, taking on Steven right now. He'll wind up with 1 of 2 items here. And again, just about has this cleared out, so I'll tell you which one it is momentarily. Yeah, technically, in my opinion. Hey, it's technicality. So there's little Steven. Ben's just going to go ahead and take this. He'll take that other Soul Heart and his item rock. And again, with another Soul Heart and Bomb replacing the one he used, move on down to his 2nd floor. So Cellar 2, the expansion version, on the left for Zwiki, you see more spiders than you'll see on Vendryth's regular version. Again, we got item room already on Zwiki's. Got that curse room looking at Vendryth. I may consider it, but he's going to go back later if that's the case. Could it reroll into the other Steven item? Yes, it could, but I don't know that it wouldn't. I'm trying to think. Is that only on the 2nd reroll? Like Spider or Elliker here, they may know much more so than I would, but I can't remember honestly, but I'm pretty sure that it can. I think it might take 2 rolls though. Actually, it may just go into the normal boss pool after that, now that I really think about doing that. Alright, so range up, Ben's gonna go get himself that, that charge back on his D6 before he does anything. Again, tried in that Devil Deal, Or excuse me, in that boss fight. What the hell am I saying tonight? Jeez Louise. Anyways, but nothing good out of it yet, so into his item room. 10 bombs, might as well just take this now. And again, nothing else he can really do. He would need 2 rooms. So he would have to somehow find a mini-boss fight in his secret room, which I'm telling you right now is not going to happen. That Blood Challenge room would get him there, but again, he'd have to take damage to get into it as well, so not much else we can do. And again, there's reasoning for blowing up those Demon Judges. That actually gives you more chance, just like the item on the left-hand side, the Pentagram, does. Not just a damage up of the Pentagram, but a more chance of actually getting Devil Deals afterwards for the rest of the run. So again, really good find for Zwiki, especially with that quad shot. And he's moving on to his Caves 1. And again, another expansion version here. Again, Ben might as well take that lipstick range increase for him. He's on down to his caves. So again, same floor, technically now in the exact same room. I was going to say we were one room apart, but Zwiki's got a minute time advantage right here. And I mean, it is minor. Yeah, it's 20 or 25 or something like that. Yeah, it's like 20% or something. So there you go. 1 out of 6 is... 16.6 repeating percent? I can't do math in my head anymore. It's either that or 18. I can't do math. So it's somewhere right in that range. That's why I always just kind of summarize it and say, like, it's a good chance, or it's not that great of a chance, you know, like so on. There's so many numbers involved in this game that I screw them up constantly. So I just kind of give you the general outlook of it. But if you guys go to platinumgod.co.uk, that's Alec's site that he set up, and it's phenomenal to see exactly what items do. We're talking, like, down to the last little detail of what they do. Exact numbers and everything. It's beautiful. And if you guys type BOILeR in the search, it actually tells you what would be banned. Now, mind you, there's nothing in this race that's banned, so kind of moot point at the moment. But you'll see that actually update on there. Alright, Zwiki with range up that re-rolled into the pills this time, so he's going to hope for another recharge. First things first, also wants to find his item room here on Caves 1. So let's see if we can't get both of these things taken care of. Let's see, Ben going to hang on to this key. I like this move by him because he knows where that secret room is. He's just going to bomb into this item room instead of actually using the one key that he has. I very much like that. And speaking of item rooms, both going to take what they got here. So Halo of Flies, 2 orbitals for Vendryth. And again, shot blocking is key in that last fight. And again, on the left-hand side, Zwiki picking up the Rosary. So now, and this is really going to play interesting because, again, Bible's not banned. But we're probably going to see a Bible show up in one of Zwiki's stores. And in fact, pretty much guarantee that we will, for that matter. So he may be heading back over there right now just to see if he can't do something with this. Oh, actually, his store's on the other side, and I'm an idiot. Duh. So again, Ven into his boss fights, taking on Peep right now to finish off his Caves 1. We got the same thing happening on Zwiki's side, though he's already taken out his boss. Again, no reroll available, so he's just going to take these pills. Bad trip, at least he knows what full healths are later on. See, movement speed down. Balls of Steel replaces, one of those hearts that he just lost with 2 soul hearts, fire rate increase, and bad gas. Let's see, gonna grab that other one. Ah, that's why, because there was that other bad trip pill on the floor. I thought that looked familiar. So actually, remember this, you can't die using pills as Isaac, meaning that bad trip pill that would normally hurt you for 1 heart when you use it is actually gonna become a full health pill if you get down to just 1 red heart or anything less than that remaining. Ooh, speaking of that though, Vend actually at less at 0 right now, so back down to the beginning on his side. Zwiki with another pretty crappy item with Telepathy for Dummies, so he'll wind up getting a recharge on his D6. 16.6. Ha! I do math. I swear, Cat, you would spend more effort trying to actually climb up on this chair than you would if you just actually walked over where you had a walkway to it. God. Anyways, Vendryth gonna reroll a few times here. Got Ghost Baby sitting in his item room, so he may have to go pick that up. Now, there's that reset. I was waiting to see what happened there. And again, Zwiki actually gonna get to reroll that Telepathy for Dummies. Magneto would bring items closer to you, but that can actually troll you pretty heavily, too. So, looking for another reroll. An A+ for Isaac 101. Yeah, if we're doing this on a curve or something, maybe. Or on a sliding scale, yeah, sure, but other than that, I'd say no. Alright, then into his first new boss fight here against Duke of Flies. And you guys may hear purring from time to time. My cat's pretty close to the microphone and purring like crazy, so apologies if you hear a random, like, sound and you can't figure out what it is. It's Spaz. Alright, boss fight as well for Zwiki. He's going to take on Pestilence, so he'll wind up with another, well, his first orbital, I should say. It'll actually be the first of either of these 2 runs now that Vend is reset. So again, that'll be a cube of meat showing up for Zwiki. Same contact damage and shot blocking with it. And again, with that full reroll, or with the full charge, I should say, on his D6, we'll see 1 more reroll here at this item room. Hope for something decent for Zwiki. Come on, something. 10 bombs. Really? He's gonna go for another reroll. I'll be damned. I figured he might just actually take those 10 bombs and be on his way, but nope, Zwiki gonna go for another reroll of this, hoping for something even better. It moves fast closer to the mic. Ooh, Guardian Angel, and again, Ven not even gonna reroll this. That double speed orbital is pretty nice to start out a run with, so not a half bad Cellar 1 floor here, believe it or not. And he'll be moving on down. So on down to his basement 2, in this case Cellar, again, the expansion version of the floor. He's correcting me. He's purring a lot then, because I've screwed up a lot, so... Alright, again, I should have also pointed out, Zwiki's got that small rock that came out of an item rock for him, so plus damage, plus fire rate, and you notice he's moving awful slow. And also not what he was necessarily hoping for, but pretty good space use item, and that's going to replace a D6, almost no questions asked on Zwiki's side. So Mom's Bra will freeze enemies in place for, I believe it is 7 seconds. Could be off on the timing a little bit. And into his store, also going to grab Mom's Purse, so now 2 trinket spots yet again for Zwiki. You got that at the very end of round number 2. I can't even put a collar on my cat, so people have suggested, like, dude, you gotta get a wireless camera or, you know, like a microphone or something like that for him. It wouldn't work. I'd lose my arm trying to attach it. Ooh, Ven gonna consider this here, so leaving the bean behind in the item room, hasn't even re-rolled it yet. Let's go see about his boss fight and if he can't get a God Room or Devil Deal instead. So we'll worry about re-rolling afterwards. He will be back, I guarantee you. But first things first, let's fight the Blighted Ovum, see if he can't get a good room after this. So Zwiki, on down to his depths, gonna wind up with a Depths XL Necropolis version. Again, expansion floor, so a lot tougher enemies. And this is gonna have both depths floors combined together into one. So there's that God room. Ooh, prayer card. At least use it once, that gets you one internal heart. Then I'll put it back. Reroll. Yeah, okay. How about more health? A relic. Again, that blue, that blue cross every 4 rooms is gonna spawn in a soul heart for you. And again, so without that reroll, doesn't even have to worry about going back for the space use item, the bean in his item room. Nothing Vendryth could do with it. So again, gonna be happy enough with what he's got. He's moving on down to his caves. Again, 2 shot. Let's try that again. 2 floor differential. Yeah, 2 shot minimum, 2 floor differential. That's what we were going for. All right, no keys, no bombs, no coins for Vendryth, so he'll be back for that item room should he actually come across one. And maybe even if he finds 2 bombs, that may be a secret room right next to it on the left-hand side. So he may still be able to get in even without a key, but he'd have to get 2 bombs in that case. And still be lucky. I'll quad shot and any type of damage up, let alone you give me fire rate on that quad shot, I'm happy. And again, Zwiki's already got, I almost called it Loki's horns because it looks like him. But he's got the pentagram and he's got the small rock, so on quad shot, he's looking pretty darn sexy with that damage. All about finding some health now for him. Or finding anything in this depths floor, because wow, that is just circling around at this point for him. Yeah, let's try all the way to the right side. Again, with those 2 bombs, we tried for Vendryth, so... Really? Really? About 4 locked things in the same room for Vendryth. That's just cruel, man. That's just evil. And how about that 5th one in the next room over? I kind of forgot about that one sitting there, too. This game is taunting Vendryth right now for not having keys. That is evil. And speaking of keys, there's a few in Zwiki's room, so he grabs that 1 out of there. He's up to 4 total. Still looking for 2 item rooms and 2 back-to-back boss fights. Cat, you're choking me with my headphone cable now. You can't do the cat. Gravity is not your bitch. You are indeed actually it. So, yeah. I think you're confused about how this works. There's that mom's bra effect for the freeze and total movement stop. So really good use there by Zwiki as those were just about to charge. And there's his first of his 2 item rooms. In which we got really, really good find yet again. Mr. Mega, 5 extra bombs, but more importantly, doubling up the damage on every bomb that Zwiki uses. And they already do a large chunk of damage, but now with Mr. Mega, you're talking double that at 80. Yeah, you mean not yet. Kids, so you think like Spaz does. The people think like you. Yeah. Your minions think like you. Humans? I like this. We got another golden poop, so Zwiki really hoping for some hearts, but may wind up with some money here, and does have that store right below him. So let's see. Ooh, instead it's counterfeit penny, so that trinket instead would add 1, or have a chance, I should say, to add on 1 penny to any coin that you pick up. And welcome back, Dooley. Alright, so Vend into his Caves 1 boss fight, taking on the Husk here. Okay, you're gonna fall. There's some health for Zwiki. Hierophant card is 2 soul hearts. So perfect timing on that find. And speaking of health, how about another container for Vendryth? He'll be on down to his Caves 2. And another catacomb, so all these expansion floors everywhere for these guys tonight. Jeez Louise, is this game being a troll. Oh god, Cat, when you sit down on nothing, you're gonna fall. Ooh, perfect timing on that mom's bra, so everything frozen in place again on Zwiki's side. You're really gonna fall, Cat. You are far too wide to balance the way you're sitting on my leg. Try sitting lengthwise, not widthwise, dipshit. You're gonna lay down? Oh my god. Dude, my cat is just being stupid right now. You're gonna fall, and when you do, I'm in a lot of pain because I know what you're clawing first, and it's not preferable. So let's see, Yumheart, 1 full red heart heal if Vendryth would have needed it. Instead, obviously going to re-roll that because we got ourselves a free item on this floor. So that's Peeper sitting there. Ben might save that depending on when we get his recharge and his item room, but we'll see what happens. And we need a gravity command. Human? I'll tell you when gravity's my bitch. Not yet! And there's those 2 back-to-back boss fights. Wow, Zwiki has to fight the bloat again. Seriously, game, chill with this. So that's what I was waiting for. So there's a freeze effect by Zwiki with Mom's Bra. That'll make this bloat fight kind of trivial, as there you see the large chunk of damage those Mr. Mega Bombs take off. And again, doesn't have to worry about re-rolling. About 2 nickels coming out of there. Lots of good money off of Pageant Boy. And knowing that he doesn't have a way to get back out of that next boss fight, Zwiki looks like, let's see, what are we going to grab? Item room? Item room it is. So looking for that last item room is Zwiki. And then going to play some catch-up, just taking out the Wretched here to finish off Caves 2. Another God room for him. Ooh, Bible, there's a question. Do you take that or re-roll it? Ooh. Taking it at least for now. There's the use, so there's your answer. Ven going to re-roll this. And Scapular, that didn't work out the way he hoped for. If Ven gets down to half a red heart, that damage that takes him there is going to spawn 1 full blue soul heart for him. Again, Bible would have one-hit killed both Mom's Foot and Mom's Heart for him. So, trade-off, because you would have had to get rid of the D6, and I don't think Ven was ready to do that yet. So, real tough call there. It's not the easiest thing to do, but it has to be done. And there's that last item room for Zwiki. He's going to give him that attack fly orbiting around, and he'll be on over to his Mom's Foot fight after he deals with... Let's see, what else can we grab out of here that I haven't thought of? Ah, yes, that store. Herp. So my guess would be, I haven't seen a mini-boss on this map. My guess would, oh yeah, there is, right up above it, and I'm blind as hell. Oh, and there's that Bible, so ho ho ho. Wow, what do you do here? That Bible could one-hit kill 2 of the next 3 really time-consuming bosses. So what you gonna say, not gonna worry about it though, we'll keep Mom's Bra with them for that freeze effect instead. Man, that is tough. That's a tough call. Bible showed up on both sides, and again, it's legal right now because there's no rules. So that's a real tough pass up there, but Zwiki gonna do so. Head back up. Cat, you're gonna fall. Just jump down. Thank you. Don't claw my groin next time when you're doing that. Gravity is, again, not your bitch, Cat. Jesus. Anyway, so on over to his Mom's Foot fight to finish off the Steps XL as Zwiki. And again, we got Vendryth looking at his last Caves item here. Yeah, it's a tough call, Muted. Like, I mean, again, this fight that Zwiki's in would be over already, and he'd be on into the other womb. But again, that Mom's Bra, you can see, gonna really play a large help for him, especially against Isaac, where you can't use the Bible. And that's probably the fight he's most worried about. And honestly, I would be too, especially only having 1 orbital. So another health container, that's gonna be key for Zwiki as well. I'm gonna replace that counterfeit penny with a Polaroid any day of the week. See, Ben's still not getting all that lucky, rerolling into the deck of cards. At least got a Chariot for the Unicorn Horn usage. But again, oh yeah, that's right, he has 2. I forgot that Zwiki's got the purse. So picking up the Polaroid as well as the counterfeit penny. Herpadur. Crumps keeps forgetting things because he can't see the purse. I can see it, it's just I wasn't paying attention to it. Alright, pills everywhere. 2 I found pills and ate him that'll do absolutely nothing for Vendryth, so he's just gonna say forget the rest and move on down to his depths. So again, expansion Necropolis version on the right side. And Zwiki dealing with the womb, so again, no more item rooms for Zwiki on the left, just boss fights to worry about finding. Now, yes, maybe you come across an arcade or a library, for example, but you're really not going out of your way to look for them. You really just want your boss fights from here on out. Yep, I totally forgot about the purse, too. I completely spaced on that, because he picked it up so early when he didn't even have a trinket in there. Alright, replacing that counterfeit penny. Again, really good use right now. Matchstick's going to be more bomb spawns for Zwiki. He's got 14 now, but the more you get, the merrier. They are very useful with Mr. Mega. Alright, back up to full health as well as Zwiki. Oh, so speaking of those libraries, look what showed up. So again, without the D6, we'll see what's in there, but you never know. And Zwiki really gonna wish he still had that D6 on him just for that library, because, oh, we could add some fun in here. Ooh. So Anarchist Cookbook, definitely not the one we're taking. In anything, we're taking that Book of Shadows, which would be 12 seconds of invincibility. Ooh. Oh, that's tough. Wow. I don't know which I'm taking here. Mom's Bra or the Book of Shadows? Probably Book of Shadows, but is Zwiki gonna take Mom's Bra with him, at least for now? We'll see if he just uses up the charge, perhaps. Because that could be against this boss fight, and then he may just take the Book of Shadows with him. Ooh. Guppy's Paw for Vendryth now here in Depths 1 Curse Room, so that's going to mean any of those red heart containers he has at any point can turn into 3 soul hearts apiece. And again, they can be empty, doesn't matter, refills you with 3 full blue soul hearts. So we're vaguely, kind of sporadically finding pieces of Guppy, but it's going to be too little too late most likely on building it unless we get a really good devil deal. But Zwiki's found himself his boss fight for Womb 1. Let's see, more pills, wow. So that's another bad trip, aka full health build, meaning Zwiki will take that Empress card in here with him, use that almost immediately against War. Excuse me, I keep calling him War, it's Death, and I call him by the wrong name. Ooh, I'm kind of surprised he hasn't put that to use. I'd keep that full health pill with me. And speaking of boss fights, how about another bloat? Vendryth's gonna have to face him this time on the right-hand side. So many bloats tonight. What is up with this? Wolven Slack, prepare. There's been a lot of bloats. Just saying. Alright, that's second cube of meat for Zwiki, so that's added on. Made Meat Boy's head surrounding him. Let's see, what else do we got on this floor? He's thinking about that Book of Shadows still. Tough call. Yeah, Book of Shadows it is. If not, at least that full health pill's going with him. Yep, full health pill it is, so there you go. There's your answer to everything. Maybe not. A little bit of fire rate increase for Vendryth real quick with that wire coat hanger. And what else do we have? Where's that item room? Interesting, so where's Zwiki going with this thought? Then not lucky enough, so there's one dead end. Let's see, you'd have to go all the way up to the top and clear out about 3 more rooms until he finds that item room. And again, Book of Shadows it is for Zwiki. So heading back up to the top here. Let's see, bad trip hill over Emperor's card any day of the week for me in this situation. Wow, he doesn't want any part of it, though. I'll be damned. So keeping the Empress card for that extra damage up. I see where he's going with this thought, too. Don't misunderstand me. I'd rather have the health safety, though, quite honestly. I know exactly what he's thinking for that Isaac fight. Is more damage on those tiers is way more useful. So again, I totally follow him here, but that's a tough call. So leaving beyond that full health, Zwiki on down to Womb 2. Alright, finally with that key, Vendryth gonna get himself, thank you very much, 2 more orbitals with that Halo of Flies, so he's looking a lot safer now, especially with all that health he's got going. And Zwiki just looking for one more boss fight here. Would love to see an arcade for that matter, too. Or at the very least, a Super Secret Room with a whole bunch of red hearts in it, because he could really use a heal on the left side. And again, Ven has already cleared out the Steps 1 boss fight, so he'll be moving on. See, tower card for Zwiki would have been random bomb spawns throughout the room. And speaking of that arcade, wow, that actually makes killing Wrath worthwhile now. So arcade has shown up, but you gotta kill off double Wrath here, so using up that Book of Shadows, Zwiki will be invincible for 12 seconds. And he's just gonna face mash here and hope to finish this off as quickly as he can. Alright, couple extra bombs out of this, if nothing else, and like I said, arcade is gonna kinda be handy at this point. Ooh, and it's a fortune teller machine. So possible trinkets, if not soul hearts, out of there. So we're gonna just go ahead and blow up that heart machine. Wants no part of playing that. Yeah, Blue Baby Soul, nothing else to lead around with it, so my guess... Wow, how about double Polaroids? Just in case. That's bizarre. I don't know that I've seen that happen after you've already picked it up on you, have it on you coming out of there. That's really weird, but okay, cool. Just in case he really wants it. Ah, there's your first soul heart. Finally paying off some sort of dividends here on Zwiki's side. At least he got a bit of a red heart heal as well, for that matter. Let's see, more pill spawns with that. Nah, I don't think he's going to be taking safety cap. Let's see, more money back because, hey, why would we want to stop gambling? Oh, good. Let's give him another couple of pennies. At least he got another heart out of this, too. And let's see. Oh boy, keys. Things Zwiki totally doesn't need. He's going to keep gambling here, hoping to fill up that heart container that if he can. A double Polaroid all the way across the sky. Alright, so then thinking about this here. Again, if you go into that Depths 2 boss fight and you can't pour it out, you're stuck in there. So he's going to go back for that item room first, if not at least this item rock. And 2 soul hearts, not quite enough for him, so moving back, again, gonna look for that one last item and hope for something good here. And of course, it turns out to be nothing too incredibly worthwhile. Vendryth found himself that quarter, so unless he gets his store, and a key for that matter, that's the only reason he's leaving that at the moment. Alright, I think Zwiki accidentally dropped that bomb there. And there's that heart spawn coming out of, out of the relic for Vendryth as well. There is his store. I'm gonna say pretty much had to be up here. We've seen everything else, so we pretty much knew where he was headed for it. And does have himself a key, if nothing else, so that quarter may come in handy. Ooh, doesn't even need the quarter at this point, so he'll go back and grab it most likely. But more importantly, in that last store for Vendryth, how about the compass half off? So again, on his mini-map, it'll show you where all of his special rooms are now, even if he hasn't been near them. Oh, gee, thanks. We were down to just a penny. Let's refill Zwiki with a whole $1. So $1.25 picked up in the last, oh, I don't know, 5 seconds between the 2 racers. Not that bad. We're rich. Why, thank you. And again, there's that boss fight. So first things first, Zwiki's going to have to take out a couple of envies here. And again, they're splitting up into Super Envy, which is just that much troller here. Yep, after this weekend, just 2 more weeks of BOILeR emotes, and then those are going to wind up disappearing. Alright, so Vendryth's trying to play his quick catch-up here. He's got Red Mom yet again. It's just ripping right on through her. Again, if you stand down by the doorway, she's going to stomp her arm out, and if you're just out of reach, well, there you go. You don't take much damage. So Polaroid for Vendryth as well. Let's see. Which one's more worth it? Polaroid probably at this point. Doesn't want to worry about that other half a heart. So moving on down to his womb. Uh-oh, another loading screen error. Do we have another XL? Believe me, this still ain't over yet. So Zwiki looking at Mom's heart on the other side of this doorway. He's got 4 hearts left. He's got that Book of Shadows, too, for invincibility. Make that 3. Again, he's awful slow. That was the thing I was worried about, is walking in like, do you just pop Book of Shadows instantly to try not to take that laser damage? Ooh, no such luck. So Vend on down to his floor again. You see his compass effect on him. And wow, how about these empty rooms? This is getting a little creepy. 3 in a row? Could it be? Nope, this one actually has enemies in it. So very easy ones, though, and Vend only has this and one. How about one more room to clear out till he gets to his one boss fight? Jeez Louise. And, oh god, I'm gonna mispronounce this because I do it wrong every time, because there's like 3 different technical pronunciations, but, Ada? Hope I got that right. God, I hope I got that right. Let me know if I mispronounced your name, because I'm sure I did. But let me know how to pronounce that right, but either way, thank you very much. Ooh, Conquest, not a bro. Plenty of health, though, for Vendryth. I wouldn't worry too much. Here, you see that real quick, not real quick, but quick enough kill by Zwiki. He's on up to the Cathedral. Again, just this one last floor for him to go. He is just looking for Isaac in a 2-1 win here that could push him onto the AFC Championship game, either taking on Cobalt Streak or the Logcat next weekend. And again, Ben not that far behind. Plenty of health and that Guppy's Paw, so he can turn all 6 of those red heart containers into a grand total, let's see, of 18 soul hearts for him. So he has plenty of health. Got it in 1? Yes. I'm good tonight, man. That's my 3rd straight one that I've gotten correct on my first guess, so sweetness. I will probably screw that up again later on, just warning you right now, but good, I got it right. Either way, thank you very much. And Conquest just about down. There's that last shot. Vendryth's gonna go ahead. I was gonna say, might as well do it now. So there's Guppy's Paw, making 18 soul hearts out of the 6 red heart containers he had. He'll take that white pony, flying ability, plus movement speed. Most importantly out of this, in my opinion at the moment, crack the sky usage and a charge ability, which makes you invincible. And, charges you through the room. Now, the important thing to this, you notice with only blue hearts left on Vendryth's side, those carry on off the screen, and now because of the Polaroid, every time he gets hit, he gets a 5-second damage shield. Same goes with Blue Baby. If you don't have at least a full red heart and you take damage, you get that 5-second damage shield. So again, with 0 of them, that's less than 1. I'm gonna spend a little time gambling so we can get some health back, and again, with that $1, you might as well. But only that one room left to clear after this one on Vendryth's side, and he'll be on over to his mom's heart fight and right on Zwiki's tail, so this is really close, guys. See, Joker card would be a Devil Dealer God room. That's a consideration for Zwiki, honestly. I may think about that on this floor. And here's that last room for Vendryth to clear out, so he's got Mom's Heart on the other side of that door. Just a matter of taking out these last 3 enemies. And a couple extra bombs out of it, so there, oh wow. So there's that Devil Deal. How about 2 Guppy items in there? Only the one's really important. Zwiki gonna take Guppy's Paw. He's off the screen with blue hearts now. And again, with 12 seconds of invincibility with that Book of Shadows himself. Uh-oh. This one's gonna get good, guys. So Vendryth gonna have to rip through Mom's Heart here. Zwiki just needs to find his Isaac. Wow, to this health. Suddenly we have everything we could have asked for, and it only took making no rules. And good choice right here by Zwiki to not take damage. He'll wind up with an extra soul heart out of those blue Gertie Juniors, but man, this room gets nasty with that many enemies otherwise. And great job right there by Zwiki. Finishes it off in under 12 seconds. And Vend at about the 30% mark down on Mom's Heart. Again, just the 1 bomb left, so he couldn't really risk dropping it right here. He wants to save that. And again, same thing goes on Zwiki's side. Every time he gets damaged, you get a 5-second damage shield with that Polaroid. So again, Samson's Lock is actually a random chance of getting blood rights. So every time you kill an enemy, you get a chance that you get that about half damage up for the remainder of the room. And that caps at 6, and it is random on this, as opposed to blood rights happening every time. Alright, Vend out of bombs halfway through Mom's Heart, dealing with Chubb at the moment. And again, this is one of the more time-consuming mini portions of this fight. Again, unless you have bombs, you can make that go a heck of a lot quicker, obviously. Zwiki's still working on along here. This is a heck of a long hallway. Oh, that's what I was thinking. Uh-oh. Boss fight on Zwiki's side, so that full floor advantage shining through. Vend just about done with Mom's Heart, but he is going to have to rush on his next floor. as Zwiki's still looking pretty good for himself. Quad shot, damage up, Polaroid, 12 seconds of invincibility with Book of Shadows, and looking for a 2-1 win to move on to the AFC Championship game. So again, there's that 12 seconds, just about gone, but it isn't even going to matter, I don't think. So with all these Mr. Mega Bombs, each doing 80 damage. Wow, did that just get launched across the room? That was weird. Either way, Zwiki not going to worry. Every time he takes damage, he gets that 5-second damage shield. Couple more bombs here. And ladies and gentlemen, they may be winless in the NFL, but your Pittsburgh Steelers are going to the AFC Championship game as soon as that last enemy's cleared, and there you have it. A 2-1 win for Zwiki22. Again, rules? We don't need no rules. Stinking rules, man. We don't need them. So again, moving on to the AFC Championship game, everybody give Zwiki a round of applause. Seriously, that was hard fought on both sides. And again, the round of applause also goes to Vendryth on this one. Again, sadly, we have to say goodbye to yet another part of Team Dave. Are they all out at this point? Is Team Dave done at this point? Oh my god, they are. Wow, Team Dave has all been knocked out, haven't they? Oh. Anywho, so like I was saying though, we have to say goodbye to Vendryth on this one. Yet another person making the rules that gets screwed over by him in the long run, but outstanding races all season, especially today, man. And again, seriously, everybody give a round of applause to Vendryth, the last remaining member of Team Dave on his way out. Yes, it's an ongoing joke this year.